All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who ruled well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Quadash. And it's going to be a quick one, you know. And I'm going to leave the link for this video in the description box. Adawan Ratazah. I remember it's a pretty lengthy video, as you can see, 45 minutes. I didn't even get all the way through it. As you can see, I'm about 7 minutes in, and I had to do a response, you know, through the spirit. This is just me speaking as a lowly, humble servant of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, speaking as a man through the spirit. All right. And I'm not going to play the video. I'm not going to, again, I'll leave the link in the description, but just listening to this video and just pondering, meditating on things. Again, what happened in Houston and Texas on the backside of that Category 1 barrel that hit them is a microcosm of Babylon. Well, not just Babylon, but of the world in general, okay? This place is a house of cards, you know, and it's collapsing, you know? Babylon the Great is nothing more than one big Ponzi scheme. And what happens, how do Ponzi schemes, how are they really exposed? When it's time to pay out. That's when the Ponzi scheme gets exposed, man. And through the spirit, I've been saying it, you know, the Babylon, well, we know it. We know they're tapped out. Because all you got to do is look at the debt clock. 34 trillion and counting. You know, every 100 days they're running up a debt of $1 trillion. That's unsustainable, man. And as the scriptures say, as the king is, as the leaders are, so are the people. You know, these corporations, especially these mega corporations, they've been following the same play as Babylon the Great, man. You know, they've been running Ponzi schemes, you know. And I'm saying all this to say that's what I believe. Well, that's what we're seeing is happening with Center Point, you know, and that's what it's coming down to. They're asking them, just tell the truth, man. Do you not have, you know, they want to know, they're talking about they're going to do a Senate meeting over it. They want to go over the model for their business. They want to look into their books because they're like, where the hell is the money going? Why can't you get the power back up? The power's still off. And the numbers are that they're giving you are lowballed. Esau, Edom, Sleazy E always is lowballing the numbers, man. I'm not even reading these. I'm just, you know, for backdrop, you know. But Sleazy E always lowballs the numbers. Just like with the debt clock, the U.S. debt, that's lowballed, man. 34 trillion. It's way higher than that, you know? So they tapped out, man. You know, they don't have the money to replace the transformers. They don't produce nothing. They're not manufacturing anything like that. We don't manufacture anything in America anymore. So where are they going to get the transformers from? You know, where are they going to get the money to purchase them? Transformers, light poles, whatever they need for the infrastructure. They're tapped out. And you're going to, again, this is a microcosm, a snapshot of what's about to happen. You know, we know the scriptures say Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai would plague Egypt as before. I believe that's 2 Ezra 15, you know. And that's what he's doing. He's starting to plague Egypt. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is visiting the world that he made. And this tribulation, this anguish, this visitation, these judgments is exposing the Ponzi scheme. It's exposing Babylon the Great. Where the hell is FEMA? I was making a joke to the brother, you know. Like when Katrina happened, what did Kanye say? George Bush doesn't care about black people. Well, Joe Biden don't care about black people. Where is FEMA? Where is Greg Abbott? Why the fuck is he still in China somewhere? You know? What the hell is really going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. This place is through. It's collapsing. And they can't handle what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is bringing upon them. This is just the beginning. The plagues ain't letting up. The heat ain't letting up. The storms ain't letting up. They're intensifying. More and more tornadoes. And they popping up all over the place. You see? You see? Thunderstorms becoming more and more intense. These rolling thunderstorms causing blackouts, more and more. Again, these major corporations, these utility companies, your light companies, your telecommunications companies, their infrastructure can't handle what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is about to bring to this place. Through the Spirit, I foresee this is gonna cause the plague of darkness throughout Babylon. And Sleazy E gonna let it happen because it's all ultimately part of his plan anyway. Order out of chaos. He wants the chaos. He wants the blackouts. He wants the rioting. He wants the looting. He wants a great kill off of the people, a great culling, so that he can come in with, we all know, the charagma, complete control. You see? So I foresee this as, again, a snapshot of what's about to happen as these plagues roll in. Continue to plague Babylon, you see, they're not going to get the grid back up. They're going to be struggling. This is going to become a norm, and it's going to spread. These blackouts are going to spread, and it's going to intensify. Pockets of Babylon are going to stay down, again, because it's a Ponzi scheme. They've been stealing the money, They haven't accounted for what is about to happen. They may have accounted for a little storm here, a little storm there, but they're about to be fucking... the visitation is on a whole nother level. And the people are about to lose it. That's why when you're listening to this, they're serious. I told you, the heat brings out the worst in people, man. And it's really Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai starting to let those winds loose of destruction. Those spirits created for vengeance, these crash dummies. They're on edge, man. They tapped out. Their bank account is depleted. Credit cards maxed out. A lot of them got to still work, Come home, still no power. Hey, man, horrific times. Beautiful times for the elect, but nonetheless still horrific. Perilous, dangerous, hard to take, hard to bear. They said that they got people posted up with AKs, man. They're not pointing them at the linemen, but they just sitting there, just watching them with AKs in their hand. We in them times, man. We all know how what Texas is. Open carry state. Things are getting hot, It's no coincidence Greg Abbott ain't there, man. These leaders, it's no coincidence that all the so-called elite, they said, been checked out of Babylon because they know what's coming. Sedition in the streets. When the people truly figure out what's going on, you best believe they're going to go after their leaders, man. So I ain't nothing long, man. Ain't nothing super deep. But pay attention through the Spirit, speaking as a lowly man of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, hopeful elect. Hopefully we are those men. The prophets coming back. The prophets of old were called seers. Salakia. I foresee as Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai turns these plagues up, that the grid ain't going to be able to handle it. They're not going to be able to get this bitch back up like that. If anything, the focus, when the grid finally goes down, the focus will be on those 15-minute cities. And then they'll funnel everybody into those 15-minute cities. But in order to get into them 15-minute cities, we all know you're probably going to have to be charagment. But outside of those 15-minute cities, what is going to be going on? All manner of hell, chaos. And maybe certain cities, safe zones, you'll have martial law, checkpoints. Who knows, man, how this thing is actually going to play out. But nonetheless, we're there, man. We're there. We are here. Things are only going to intensify from here on out, as you can see. And again, this whole thing with it happened in Texas, you know, with that was just a category 1. You know? And it came through and it fucked up all throughout Babylon, all throughout the northeast coast, man. Flooding out everything in Vermont, tornadoes all in New York. You ain't seen nothing yet. Isaiah 14:11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. And I wanted to bring this out because when you think about worms represent what? Decay. You know? Rotten, decay in flesh, you know? And that's Babylon. This place, the infrastructures is dilapidated, you know? They ain't been keeping up on the roads. Yo, Salaki, it's so hot that there's reports where the roads are just busting up, man. Sections of tar just popping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Exploding. These are all major signs foreshadowing. The scriptures talk about the line of confusion being put out. The scriptures talk about the pitch. America's going to be turned to pitch, you know? Which pitch is nothing but tar, you know? And what's tar? Tar, you know, is going to be from the heat, when the missiles hit. Everything is going to melt with fervent heat, you know? So, hey, we in them times, man. This place is through. And this bitch is corroded from within. It's corroded. The rot is spread. It's terminal. Salakia. The rot, this thing goes deep, man. It's terminal. It's spread all throughout Babylon. The deceit, the robbery, the bullshit, you know, the house of cards, the fraud. It's all in every aspect of Babylon. James 5:3. And the leaders knew it, man. The wicked elite knew it, but like these CEOs, these top guys, you know, the insiders, the lesser luminaries, they knew what time it is. That's why they checked out. They started building bunkers in Europe. You know, they ain't here. Reminds me of the movie Fun with Dick and Jane. What happened with in the movie Fun with Dick and Jane with what's his name? Jim Carrey. Remember, he got the call from the boss to go up to the top floor, and he got the promotion. You know, he became VP of vice president of basically of relations, of media relations. You know, and what happened? They were stealing money. They were about to be exposed. The CEO was checking out on his helicopter, and he needed a scapegoat, a fall guy, and that's who you see that's left back in Babylon. Like, for example, in Georgia, Greg, the governor ain't there. His fall guy's there. You know? Because Babylon is collapsing. It's falling. Suddenly. And it's nothing you can do for this bitch. There's no balm for her. You can't heal Babylon. And we going to war. We right there, man. We right there, baby. Redemption truly is nigh. James 5:3. Your gold and silver is cankered. And the rust represents what? Decay. We know the rust, when you go into Ecclesiasticus, is going into his sins, his wickedness. But rust also represents decay. You know? If you have say you have like a floorboard, a metal floor, anything that's like your car, for example, the floor panel in your car, say it's rusted out. That's dangerous. You can fall through. You see? So if you can receive what I'm saying, the core foundation of Babylon is rusted, it's cankered, worm is spread under thee. You know? It's through. It was established upon fraud, riches got by deceit, unrighteous dealings. That's why the kingdom is being translated. But it's being translated through violence. Through much violence, we shall enter into the kingdom. Through much tribulation, roughly paraphrasing. Esau, Edom, Sleazy E, not just going to relinquish his throne, relinquish the title. He's going to go out kicking and screaming. He's a spoiled brat, you know? Misery loves company. That's what you see going on. He's trying to take as many people down with him. You see? James 5:3. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, how you acquired your wealth. You know? It's leading to your demise. Because, again, everything you got was unrighteously. And shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have reaped treasure together for the last days. So these CEOs, all these corporations, they know it's through. That's why a lot of them not even trying to put up a fight anymore. They know there's no more stimuluses, no more bailouts coming, you know, no more quantitative easing. So they like, fuck it, we just gonna file for bankruptcy. We gonna call it, you know, we had a good run, you know. Hey, man, we in beautiful times. Hey, keep watching, man. Keep watching. Watching everything. Keep that head on a swivel. Circumspect, you know. Redeeming the times because the days are evil. We're in the beginning stages of those evil times. And it's only going to get worse. Keep pushing. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwame Sharala.